So my hardwood floors and tile are in hell. As you can sort of see here, there is a hazy film and on my hardwood, and I can tell you it almost feels, I wouldn't call it sticky, but it's tacky. Maybe that's a better way to go. And if you wonder how I got there, I decided I was going to clean my floors as I usually do with this mop and this cleaner. And this VIM Wood Surfaces cleaner has worked great for me. You see it says no dull residue and so on and so forth. It's meant for finished hardwood flooring, which is exactly what I have. And isn't that nice? Except I ran out. So I replaced it with the VIM Wood Floor Cleaner, which says streak-free wood floor cleaner, finished hardwood, blah, blah, blah. Same product, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Because that one, the orange one, has blown up my floor. And I don't mean just the hardwood. My tile is also sort of tacky. And I'm not sure, and I wasn't sure what to do about it, so I spent maybe 2-3 hours last night reading and watching people's videos and trying to figure out how to handle this because my floors are a mess. It turns out that there are several solutions, but the two that are relatively easy and not so expensive are one, to use Windex or whatever window cleaner you'd like on the floor, but not just to spray it on and wipe it off. Spray it on, let it sit for about 3 minutes so it soaks in to that grime and whatever crud is there, and then wipe it off by hand. Well, I have a lot of hardwood, so I'm not keen to do that. Although I did test it to make sure that my hardwood had not been damaged, and that does seem to work. The other solution is to get a steam mop. And so I spent all night looking at steam mops, watching videos, listening to reviews, so on and so forth. So before we get to the steam mop, the other solution is to use some sort of Windex window cleaner. And as you can see here, the floor is one heck of a mess. And I have tried the Windex window cleaner solution, and it absolutely works. The key is to not put it on and wipe it off. The key is to put it on, let it sit for about 3 minutes to let it soak in, and then to wipe it off. So let's do that just to show you quickly how that works. And then I will show you the steam mop. All right, so it's been 3 minutes. Put on the crappy window cleaner. You can see here, and geez, I can feel it. It's just sort of like a film. I've got a crappy rag here, and I'm just gonna wipe this off, and hopefully you can see the difference between this part that has not been done and this part that has been hand washed. And this is going to work because I've already tested it in a few corners. I wanted to make sure I hadn't blown up my hardwood to the point where it was going to need like refinishing or something, and that's not the case, thank God. So yeah, look at that. Well, maybe you can't see it, but yeah, it left a hell of a haze, hell of a film. Anyway, we just have to let that dry for a minute and it'll be back to its good old self. But that's a lot of work. I've got a lot of hardwood. I don't want to do that. So let's get on. Yeah, so you can see here, this sticky, gross. This smooth, pretty. Gross, pretty. Gross, pretty. Okay, so let's get on to the steam mop and see how that does. That is very hot to touch and very gross. So I'm going to pull this little trigger and it's going to open up. There we go. Now if I had another pad, I could just pop it in and be on my way. I don't have another one. I'm just going to wash this one. I only plan on doing this once a year or so. So for me, that's just fine. Now, if I was a commercial consumer, I would want one with an on-off switch. But for a residential consumer, this is, that device is really something. I'm going to wash this by hand, actually, in my case, because I'm not going to do a load just for this. And I'll put a tiny bit of dish soap in, just a tiny little drip in my hand to break the water tension. It's a surfactant. I don't really know what a surfactant is, but yeah. And that'll break the surface tension and help clean this a bit, but just a drop. And then I'll do the entire thing again tomorrow, and I can feel this floor, that is nice and smooth and waxy again, just like God meant it to be. But I only paid $75 for this thing, and it's literally saved my floor. So yes, I realize the floor was never really at risk, but I can tell you I genuinely thought it was at some point. So for me, that was the best $80 I've spent in a long, long, long time. Okay, look, if you found this video useful, please give us a like. It's very helpful to the Google algorithm. And if you like this type of thing, please click subscribe. We do a lot of technical things as well, but yeah, subscribe's always appreciated. And if you want to get a hold of us, you can get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. That's www.urtech.ca. And we'll get back to you, or you can just leave a comment in the comment section below. And yeah, I guess that's about that. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.